Science and Technology, and on behalf of I welcome most respected former Vice Chancellor Dr. K. Vaidyanathan and our Director Sports, and respected my teachers and the external member Dr. Jodi Madam and Trimalai Sir, and respected my department staff members and all the participants from all over India. I introduce first Dr. Jodi Madam. She is a professor in physical education. The YMCA College of Physical Education is a pioneer institution in India. She delivered many speeches and she guided more than 50 students in PhD and MPhil. And also I introduced Dr. S. Thirumalai Kumar, professor in physical education, Tamil Nadu Physical Education Sports University. He also researched more than 50 students in PhD and MPhil. Thank you, acceptance from our Department of Physical Education to conducting the pre-PhD Viva in a day. And also, I thank all the participant members. Now I request Mr. K.P. Santhosh to give the PPT presentation for pre-PhD. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all. My topic, effect of Tabata training with and without yogi practices on selected physical fitness, physiological and psychological variables among engineering college men students. Sports play an important role in every human life, either directly or indirectly. Today's lifestyle influences the healthy status of the entire society. Younger generation who are involved in sports make the life healthy and happy. Sports provide healthy and socially acceptable opportunity for the people and nation to compete against each other, thereby touching height of excellence of human endeavor and attainment. Say Ardayal Singh. Training is well-planned scientific procedure where selective exercise and physical activities are performed to improve the skills and the overall performance of participant who is involved in it. Physical fitness is valuable asset for everyone to live a comfortable life. It is the capacity of person to carry out his regular activities without being fatigued. It makes a man always ready to face a challenge in Tabata training is an extreme intensive workout for a short time of 4 minutes, which includes 8 repetitions of 20 seconds maximum effort workout, followed by 10 seconds rest in between the workouts. This training method utilizes high intensity interval training to provide a full workout, building strength and improving cardiac condition. Something went wrong into this. But just wait, madam.
Next slide போயிடுங்க. வேற ஏதோ நீங்க போட்டு வச்சிருக்காங்க.
Some problem is there. The main aim of yoga is intensifying the body, mind and thoughts so as to work for good ends. Through the systematic and regular yogic practice, our body may be made healthier and resistance power to fight against the disease could be enhanced. Mind will get sharp and the concentration and memory power may be developed.
Soldu, please move the slide share from the window in the.
அந்த பாக்ஸை ட்ராக் பண்ணிருங்க சார் மேல.
ட்ராக் பண்ணாலும் போக மாட்டேங்குது.
எஸ்கேப் போடுங்க சார்.
ஓகே அப்படியே இருக்கு.
இந்த பாக்ஸ் அப்போத்துல இருந்து இருக்குது அங்க.
ஆமா ஆமா. சரி அப்படியே
அது விண்டோல இருக்கு.
அப்படியே இருக்கு.
வருது.
சரி
பிபிடிக்கு போயிடுங்க.
ஓகே.
லைட் ஷோ போடுங்க.
பிபிடி இருக்கா?
பிபிடி இருக்குங்க சார். ஸ்லைட் ஷோ போங்க.
ஓகே. Objective of the study to find out the contribution of Tabara training.
The slide show.
Slide show. இருக்கா மேடம்?
இல்ல கப் மாதிரி இருக்கு, அது டச் பண்ணி பாரு. கீழ அடியில ரைட் சைடுல பாரு. ஒரு கப் மாதிரி இருக்கு பாரு, அத அமுத்து.
70% பக்கத்துல இருக்கு பாருங்க சார்.
இப்போ ஓகே மேடம்.
அது ஓகே, இந்த விண்டோல வருது. ஓகே, மேனேஜ் பண்ணு.
ஒரே நிமிஷம் இருக்கு. சிஸ்டம் shared application in the application.
Please move this window away from
Statement of the problem. The purpose of the study was to determine and evaluate the effect of Tabara training with and without yogi practice and selected physical fitness, physiological and psychology variable among engineering college men students. Hypothesis. It was hypothesized that 12 weeks of Tabata training with and without yogi practices would significantly improve the selected physical fitness variable, namely agility, cardiorespiratory endurance, flexibility and muscular endurance, and physiological variable, namely Viva to max and vital capacity, and psychological variables, namely achievement motivation and self-confidence among engineering college men students. It was hypothesized that 12 weeks of Tabata training with yogi practice would be significantly improve the selected physical fitness variable. It was hypothesized that 12 weeks of Tabata training with yogi practices would significantly improve the selected physical fitness variable, namely agility, cardiorespiratory endurance, flexibility and muscular endurance, and physiological variable, namely VO to max and vital capacity, and psychology variables, namely achievement motivation and self-confidence, than Tabata training without yogi practices among engineering college men students. Move on.
அங்க ஒரு arrow இருக்கும் பாரு. கீழ பாரு. ஆயிடுச்சு.
Okay.
Back.
Okay. Significance of the study. The study would provide a scientific base and guidelines about the physical fitness, physiological and psychological variables to the professionals in the field of sports and physical education to prepare the training schedules for the trainees to improve their respective sports. The study will expose the scientific base on Tabata training and yogi practices will help students to improve their performance and selected physical fitness, physiological and psychological variables. Delimitation. The study was delimited to 60 engineering college men students in age group of 18 to 22 years. Further, they were randomly assigned into 3 equal group of 20 subjects each. The training program was restricted to 12 weeks. Limitation. The following limitations were not taken into consideration: daily routine, food habits, lifestyle and rest period, hereditary and environmental factors, the previous knowledge of the subject and their experience in activities. Selection of the subject. The study was designed to find out the effect of Tabata training with and without yogi practices and selected physical fitness, physiological and psychological variables among engineering college men students. They attained the object of the research. 60 men students from Mohammed Sadaq AJ College of Engineering were prepared as a subject for the study, and they were in 18 to 22 years of age. Selection of variables: dependent variables, physical fitness variables, agility, cardiorespiratory endurance, flexibility, muscular endurance. Physiological variables: VO2 max, vital capacity. Psychological variables: achievement, motivation, self-confidence. Independent variables: 12 weeks of Tabata training with yogi practices, 12 weeks of Tabata training without yogi practices. Experimental design: 2 random group design was implemented in the study that consists of pre-test and post-test. The subjects were randomly assigned into 3 equal groups of 20 men each. The group were assigned as an experiment group 1, 2, and group 3 as a control group respectively. Pre-tests were taken on all the criterion variables from the subject before starting the training. Tabata training with the yogi practices was allotted to experiment group 1. Tabata training without yogi practice was allotted to experiment group 2. And another group called control group was allotted no training except the daily routine. Training period for experimental group was restricted to 12 weeks on 3 days a week. Post-tests were taken immediately after 12 weeks of training period. Table 1, selection of test, name of the variable, test and unit measurement. Variable, agility test 4 into 100 yard shuttle run, unit of measurement seconds. Cardiorespiratory endurance test, Cooper 12 minutes run and walk test, unit of measurement kilometers. Flexibility test, sit and reach test, unit of measurement centimeters. Muscular endurance test, sit-ups, counts and minutes. VO2 max test, Queen College step test, unit of measurement milliliters, kilograms, minutes. Vital capacity test, wet spirometer, liter, unit of measurement, liters. Achievement motivation test, questionnaire, unit of measurement, points. Self-confidence test, questionnaire, unit of measurement, points. Statistical techniques: analysis of covariance. ANCOVA statistical technique was used to the test adjusted post mean difference among the experimental groups. If the adjusted post test result was significant, the Shep's post hoc test was used to determine the significance of the paired mean differences, say Thirumalai Swami R. To facilitate the statistical analysis, the following short forms were used: TTWYPG, Tabata training with yogi practices group; TTWOYPG, Tabata training without yogi practices group; CTG, control group; SOC, source of variance; SOS, sum of square; DF, degree of freedom; MS, mean squares; OFR, obtained F ratio; TFR, table F ratio; PT, pre-test; PTT, post-test; APTT, adjusted post-test; PTM, pre-test mean; PTTM, post-test mean; APTTM, adjusted post-test mean; ST, standard deviation; MDP, mean difference; CIV, confidence interval value; LOC, level of confidence; BW, between; WI, within; SPH, Shep's post hoc test. Table 2, computation of analysis of covariance of agility. Result of agility: the obtained F ratio for the pre-test mean was 0.07, which was lesser than the table value of 3.16. Hence, there was no significant improvement in agility among the group before training. In post-test, the obtained F ratio was 106.02, which was higher than the table value of 3.16, which means there was a significant improvement in agility among the group after training. The adjusted post-test obtained value was also higher than the table value, and hence there was significant difference between the group. To determine which of the paired means had a significant difference, the Shep's test was used as a post hoc test. Table 2A, computation of analysis of Shep's post hoc test of agility. The multiple means comparison shown in the above table proved that there exists significant difference between the adjusted means of the group. Tabata training with yogi practices group had better improvement than other groups. Figure 1, bar diagram, pre-test, post-test and adjusted post-test means of agility. Table 3, computation of analysis of covariance of cardiorespiratory endurance. Result on cardiorespiratory endurance. The obtained F ratio for the pre-test means was 0.20, which was lesser than the table value of 3.16. Hence, there was no significant improvement in cardiorespiratory endurance among the group before training. In post-test, the obtained F ratio was 62.38, which was higher than the table value of 3.16, which means there was a significant improvement in cardiorespiratory endurance among the group after training. The adjusted post-test obtained value was also higher than the table value, and hence there was a significant difference between the group. To determine which of the paired means had significance difference, the Shepp's test was used as post hoc test. Table 3A, computational analysis of Shepp's post hoc test of cardiorespiratory endurance. The multiple mean comparison shown in above table, the obtained F ratio for pre-test mean was 0.0, which was lesser than the table value of 3.16. Hence, there was no significant improvement in flexibility among the group before training. In post-test, the obtained F ratio was 69.88, which was higher than the table value of 3.16, which means there was a significant improvement in flexibility among the group after training. The adjusted post-test obtained value was also higher than the table value, and hence there was a significant difference between the group. To determine which of the paired means had a significant difference, the Shepp's test was used a post-hoc test. Table 4A, computational analysis of scheme post-hoc test of flexibility. The multiple mean comparison shown in above table proved that there exists significant difference between the adjusted means of the groups. Double training with the yogi practitioner group had better improvement than other groups. Figure 3, part and free test post-test adjusted test means flexibility. Table 5, computation of analysis of covariance of muscular endurance. Result of muscular endurance. The obtained F ratio for the pre-test mean 0.07, which was lesser than the table value of 3.16. Hence, there was no significant improvement in muscular endurance among the group before training. In post-test, the obtained F ratio was 175.05, which was higher than the table value of 3.16, which means there was a significant improvement in muscular endurance among the group after training. The adjusted post-test obtained value was also higher than table value, and hence there was a significant difference between the group. To determine which of the paired means had significant difference, Shepp's test was used post-hoc test. Computational analysis scheme post-hoc test of muscular endurance. The multiple mean comparison shown in the above table proved that there is significant difference between the adjusted means of group. Double training with the yogi practice group had better improvement than other group. Table 6, computation of analysis of covariance Viva to max. Result on Viva to max. The obtained F ratio for the pre-test mean was 0.05, which was lesser than the table value of 3.16. Hence, there was no significant improvement in Viva to max among the group before training. In post-test, obtained F ratio was 17.02, which was higher than the table value of 3.16, which means there was a significant improvement in Viva to max among the group after training. The adjusted post-test obtained value was also higher than the table value, and hence there was significant difference between the group. To determine which of the paired means had a significant difference, the Shepp's test was used post-hoc test. Table 6A, computation of analysis of Shepp's post-hoc test of Viva to max. The multiple mean comparison shown in above table proved that there exists significant difference between the adjusted means of the groups. The double training with the yogi practices group had better improvement than other group. Table 7, computation of analysis of covariance of vital capacity. Result on vital capacity. The obtained F ratio for the pre-test mean was 0.33, which was lesser than the table value of 3.16. Hence, there was no significant improvement of vital capacity among the group before training. In the post-test, the obtained F ratio was 337.06, which was higher than the table value of 3.16, which means there was significant improvement in vital capacity among the group after training. The adjusted post-test obtained value was also higher than the table value, and hence there was a significant bit between the group. To determine which of the paired means had significant difference, the Shepp's test was used the post-hoc test. Table 7A, computation of analysis of Shepp's post-hoc test of vital capacity. The multiple mean comparison shown in the above table proved that there was significant difference between the adjusted means of the group. Double training with the yogi practice group had better improvement than other group. Table 8, computation of analysis of covariance of achievement motivation. Result on achievement motivation. The obtained F ratio for the pre-test mean was 0.93, which was lesser than the table value of 3.16. Hence, there was no significant improvement in achievement motivation among the group before training. In post-test, was obtained ratio was 40.53, which was higher than the table value of 3.16, which means there was a significant improvement in achievement motivation among the group after training. The adjusted post-test obtained value was also higher than table value, and hence there was a significant difference between the group. The determine which of the paired means had significant difference. The Shep's test was used post hoc test. Table 8A, computation of analysis of Shep post hoc test of achievement motivation. The multiple mean comparison shown in above table proved that there exists significant difference between the adjusted means of the group. Dabra training with yogi practices group had better improvement than the other group. Table 9, computation of analysis of covariance of self-confidence. Result on self-confidence. The obtained F ratio for the pre-test mean was 0.57, which was lesser than the table value of 3.16. Hence, there was no significant improvement in self-confidence among the group before training. In post-test, the obtained F ratio was 141.43, which was higher than the table value of 3.16, which means there was a significant improvement in self-confidence among the group after training. The adjusted post-test obtained value was also higher than the table value, and hence there was a significant difference between the group. To determine which the paired means had significant difference, the SEP test was used the post hoc test. Table 9A, computation of analysis of SEP post hoc test self-confidence. The multiple mean comparison shown above table proved that there exists significant difference between the adjusted means of the group. Dabra training with yogi practice group had a better improvement than other group. Discussion on hypothesis. The first hypothesis expressed that 12 weeks of Dabra training with and without yogi practices would significantly improve the selected physical fitness variables, namely agility, cardiorespiratory endurance, flexibility, and muscular endurance, and physiological variables, namely VO2 max and vital capacity, and the psychological variables, namely achievement motivation and self-confidence among engineering college men students. Based on the result obtained, the formulated first hypothesis was accepted on the above the set variables. The second hypothesis assessed that 12 weeks of Dabra training with yogi practices would significantly improve the selected physical fitness variable, namely agility, cardiorespiratory endurance, flexibility, and muscular endurance, and physiological variable, namely VO2 max and vital capacity, and psychological variables, namely achievement motivation and self-confidence, than Dabra training without yogi practice among engineering college men students. Based on the result obtained, the formulated second hypothesis was accepted on the above set variables. Conclusion: Dabra training with and without yogi practices significantly improved the selected physical fitness variables, namely agility, cardiorespiratory endurance, flexibility, and muscular endurance, and the physiological variables, namely VO2 max and vital capacity, and psychological variables, namely achievement motivation and self-confidence, compared to control group. Dabra training with yogi practice significantly improved that selected physical fitness variables, namely agility, cardiorespiratory endurance, flexibility, and muscular endurance, than the Dabra training without yogi practices. Dabra training with yogi practices significantly improved the selected physiological variables, namely VO2 max and vital capacity, than the Dabra training without yogi practices. Dabra training with yogi practice significantly improved the selected psychological variables, namely achievement motivation and self-confidence, than the Dabra training without yogi practices. Dabra training without yogi practices significantly improved the selected physical fitness variables, namely agility, cardiorespiratory endurance, flexibility, and muscular endurance, and psychological variables, namely VO2 max and vital capacity, and the psychological variables, namely achievement motivation and self-confidence, compared to control group. Recommendation: the finding of the study affirmed that Dabra training with and without yogi practice had much influence on all the criterion variables. Hence, professionals in the field of sports and physical education can utilize this training program for the benefits of their players. The result of the study would help the physical educators to implement the Dabra training and yogi practice for the students to improve their physical as well as mental wellness. Tabata training with yogi practice is beneficial and can be carried out for varied age group of both men and women. Professionals in the field of sports and physical education may be adopt the Tabata training and yogi practices to develop the selected physical fitness, physiological and psychological variables. Suggestion for further research. There are great scope for other researchers to execute similar studies with different physical fitness, physiological and psychological variables. Similar studies may be conducted for the inter-collegiate players of various games like football, basketball, volleyball, handball, cricket and hockey. Same training program may be carried out for more than 12 weeks of training period. Similar study may be executed for the students of high and higher secondary school. Similar studies may be carried out with a large number of subjects. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. K.P. Santhosh Nathan. And I request Dr. Jyoti Madam.
Yes. Good afternoon to one and all present here. Mr. K.P. Santhosh has taken a lot of effort in bringing up his PPT, and it was a great presentation, and I congratulate the guide, Dr. Mohan, for all the guidance that he had given to him. So as long as the presentation is concerned, it was good, but you're supposed to even present the bar diagrams, so like you were trying to skip those ones. So that is the one which could be more helpful for people to understand that Tabata training has brought any changes or yogic practice has brought the changes, and that would have been a more vital when you would have focused that, though you had the slide but you skipped it. 1, 2, selection of test you have given, you can title it as criterion variables if possible. In the beginning you had given the test, okay, and what is the tool for measurement and what is the unit of measurement. You can give it as criterion measures that will take everything together, then making fine. So the subheading could be fine, and nothing as such I have identified. Everything is good. Okay. You have not presented the training schedule. Can you please show the schedule?
Okay. But, schedule, madam, at present I don't have, but I in just in paper only, ma'am. Actually, I am not.
Okay, you can read out the subheadings of your.
Yeah. Tabata training plan for Tabata drills, ma'am. Drills on high knee, side launches, back kick, Russian twist, jumping and jacks, push-ups, squat jacks, 180 squat jump. Warming up 10 minutes, volume 20 seconds, madam, on the exercise. Rest between 10 seconds. Duration of exercise 15 minutes. So number of repetitions.
You can convert rest as density. Okay. Use the term density.
Okay, madam. Okay, madam. Number of repetition of set 3, ma'am. Rest between set 1 minute, ma'am.
So how have you tallied Tabata training and yogic practice equally? See, Tabata training is something very high.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am. Yes, madam.
Yogic practice is low. Okay. So how did you balance both? That has to be seen in a very, very careful. I request the guide to, now I cannot see what you are telling now. Okay, I request you to give balance, balance. Yes. But Tabata training, yogic practice. So
noted, madam.
Pardon?
We already noted, madam, as per
okay. Right then. Thank you. Rest okay, sir. Okay, Thirumalai sir can speak now. Yeah.
Madam, thank you so much, madam. I request Dr. S. Thirumalai Kumar.
Yes. Thank you, Mohan. Most respected Director, Department of Physical Education and Sports, SRM University, the guide, and my co-subject experts for this Turtle committee of the pre-PhD presentation of Mr. Santhosh Nathan. I have only 2 observations to share with you, Mohan. One is the selection of subjects. You have used the term preferred as. So, what is the intention you are used to be preferred? Usually, we'll use the term selected or included, but you have used the term preferred. So, the preference may be sometimes it may be taken as a biased. So, that word can be removed.
Okay.
The selection of subjects, right? preferred term. Okay. The second observation is on all the pre-test F ratio, the values are below 1. Right. All starts with 0.27 or 0.87 like that. Kindly check the data again. If it comes 1 and above and below the table value, it's quite okay. So these are the two observations. One is the on preferred term, and the another one is the F value for pre-test. Kindly check the data. That's all from my point of view. Thank you, Mohan.
Sir, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Sir, Director, sir. Sir, the mute எடுத்துட்டு பேசுங்க சார். அவரையா உமா மேடம் அவரை கொஞ்சம் அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க சாரை.
சாரோட பேண்ட்வித் லோவா இருக்குங்க சார்.
சார் உங்களுக்கு நெட்வொர்க் கொஞ்சம் கம்மியா இருக்கு சார்.
சார் நான் உங்களை கோஹோஸ்ட்ல இருந்து எடுத்துறேங்க சார். அப்போ உங்களுக்கு பேண்ட்வித் கொஞ்சம் கிடைக்கும். ஓகே சார்.
சார் இப்ப பேசி பாருங்க. மோகன் பக்கத்துல இருந்தா கொஞ்சம் பாருப்பா அது என்னன்னு.
சார்
சொல்லுங்க. இல்ல மோகன் உன் போனை கொடுத்துரு மோகன். இல்லைன்னா
இல்ல அவரை அன்மியூட் பண்ணி பேச சொல்லுங்களேன். மியூட்ல இருக்கு.
ஓகே சார். சந்தோஷ் சார் அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க.
மேடம்
வீடியோவும் ஆன் பண்ணிடுங்க சார்.
ஓகே.
ஓகே சார் பேசுங்க சார். சார் பேசுங்க. சந்தோஷ் சார் பேசுங்க.
கேக்குது மேடம்.
ஓகே சார்.
ஹலோ
வைத்னா சார்.
இல்ல பரவாயில்ல சார் சொல்லிட்டாங்க, முடிச்சு சொல்லிட்டாங்க. தேங்க்ஸ். நீங்க vote of thanks by KP சந்தோஷ்.
குட் ஆஃப்டர்நூன் டு ஆல்.
சார் ஏதோ பேசுறாரு. வைத்தியநாதன் சார் பேசிட்டு இருக்காரு பாருங்க.
மேடம் அவர் எங்களோட பேசிட்டு இருக்காரு மேடம். ஆப்போசிட்ல சீக்கிரம் முடிங்க பாங்கறாரு, வேலை இருக்கு.
ஓகே ரைட் முடிப்பா. குட் குட்.
Good afternoon to all. All good things must come to end. I thank the Almighty God for helping me to complete today's work successfully. I express my sincere gratitude to Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Deputy Registrar, Director and Dean, SNJ, Control of Examination, Director of Research and Dean Research of SRM Ministry of Science and Technology for their constant encouragement and value support. There are no words to express my sincere thanks and profound gratitude to my most honored guide, Dr. R. Mohan Krishnan, Department of Physical Education and Sports Science, Faculty of Science and Humanity, SRM Ministry of Science and Technology, Katanuttal, for his expertise, valuable suggestion, constant encouragement, and tireless effort throughout the course of this research work. Without his help, the completion of the research work would not have been possible. For his goodwill, scholarly assistance, timely help, and concern towards me need to be special mention. I am really grateful to him. I extend my heartfelt thanks to DC members, Dr. G. Ravindran Sir, Principal, Kovidur Andavar College of Physical Education, Kovilur, Karaikudi, Dr. J. Jodi Dayananda Ma'am, Associate Professor, YMCA College of Physical Education, Chennai. Dr. S. Thirumalai Kumar Sir, Head of the Department, Associate Professor, Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University, Chennai. And my advisor, Dr. K. Vaidyanathan Sir, Director, Dr. Y.C. Louis Raj, Assistant Professor, Dr. C. Juliet, Assistant Professor, Dr. S. Albert Chandrasekhar, Assistant Professor, Dr. M. Sendil Kumar, Assistant Professor, Dr. J. Asa Taligan, Assistant Professor, Dr. N. C. Rajkumar, Assistant Professor, Dr. C. Suresh, Assistant Professor, for their valuable help, care, and concern with have me the spirit all my activities during the course of my research. I extend my thanks to other faculty members of Department of Physical Education and Sports Science for their immense moral support for my research work. I express my sincere thanks to parents, family members, and friends on the concerned support which have me great to encourage the completion of this work. Thank you, one and all.
Well done. News reader Mari Aitani. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mohan. Thank you, Santosh.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.